All right, so what we got here, this is this 420 mud motor I built. Bored over, a little bit of head stuff going on. Running on methanol currently. I'm actually going to convert it back over to run on regular fuel. So inside here is, what is it called? A Woodruff key. It's got an advancement on it. I'm going to pull that out. I believe it's 12 degrees. Right now, I think this thing is at like 30 something degrees. So, like 30 something degrees of timing. So we're going to get that back out. Get that one out, and I believe by taking that 12 degree out, it'll be, I don't know, somewhere around 20 or so. I don't really remember, to be honest. I just know that it's a bit much to be. It's a bit much of timing to be running a full, be running on gas. Getting a little bit of kickback when I go to start it, so just going to kind of see how this goes. This crank is actually messed up. I made a little spacer so I could get some engagement on the what is it? The flywheel bolt, but I'll show all that to you. See all these. Got one more underneath here. So this Nibby carburetor there, just kind of what I have. It's a 34 millimeter. It's a little big for really any application, but it's done well. Regular pull through like that. Running on the stock tank. Do have a pump there. But I don't know. I like the look of the stock tank being on there. I like everything being kind of contained, because my idea for this is to go on my duck boat, and depending where I go, I'll take my 15 outboard off and run this. So I don't really want to, when I put this on, I want to be able to just fill it up and go. I'll keep an extra can with me or whatever. I kind of like the idea of it all being contained in one. So, if you don't have one of these little tacks, go ahead and get you one. It's actually it's been super handy when you're trying to dial things in. And if you do work on these motors a bit, one of these like $20 Lazy Susans that I have this thing on is a dream for spinning these motors around, that sort of thing. Probably should have used an electric ratchet, but we're here now. This cover's almost coming off. There we go. Got our billet flywheel in there. Let me go ahead and take this off so that way, just in case, take the spark plug wire off. That way, turning it over, you don't, it doesn't start on you when you don't want it to. I don't remember what size this crank is. Oh, look at that. Fancy. Over there. Grab a little extension. Oh, this one I messed up. Throw that at the top. I'll have to mark it. Oh, it is marked. It's actually got a piece of tape on it. I just was an idiot. Uh-oh. My big gun's outside, so I'm going to try to get it with this. I might be able to just ratchet it up. Oh, what am I doing? Come on now. What are you doing? Use your brain. Might just be able to hold this and get it to come. Oh, no, it's not. I don't want to have to go out and get my big gun. Here, let me get rid of that extension. me see. I got a little breaker bar here, so I can get some leverage on that. And it's probably isn't the best way to do this, but you know, hey, whatever. I don't really want to break those fins on that thing because it's expensive, but whatevs. All right, it's turning nice. All right, let me run out and grab that big gun. Be right back. All right. Hopefully got the right tool here. I don't generally like using these adapters, but well, that damn thing's not going to come off there now, is it? That's going to be a problem. There we go. Put this back. Workspace gets a little tight, so I don't want to mess nothing up. It's there. Of course, I left the socket over here. I'm going to put this thing on number 2, see if that does it. There we go. See? Just get the right stuff. Bad things won't happen to you. Alrighty then. See this old girl off. Oh, what are we going to do here? Are these the right size? Yeah, so I'm going to loosen up this coil, kind of get it moved away so I can have a little bit of just room. I don't want to mess nothing up. That's what I'll do. I'll just get it, kind of pushed up out of the way, and then just snug one of the, snug both of these down. So you got a pretty good gap there. And this one, sit here. I don't remember how I've taken this off before. Putting pressure behind it. Turn a little bit more pressure out. Come on. Dropping all my stuff all the time. Let's see here. Let's see what I can see here. It is not coming out. Huh. Got a puller. Let me figure this out and I'll get back to you. Alright, so we're back. Off camera, all I did was grab my little puller here, put those in, And all I did like a quarter turn on that, and it came right off. So what we need here, grab this and loosen these up. I barely had these in there. So bolt, bolt, boom, flywheel. Set that over there. Let's put this back. Alrighty, so that's what we got here. If you notice, I don't know what happened here. I'm sure you can see that it kind of smashed and indented on the back there. Might have kind of ruined this nice flywheel. I'm not real sure why, but that woodruff key is stuck in there. So we're going to get that out. I did have a couple hiccups where it backed up and kind of wanted to start running the other way. Oh, it broke the key. Interesting. Interesting. It completely broke that key. There's a piece of it. See that? And I believe that was a 12-degree key. Oh man, I might have to end up replacing this crank, guys. And get a light so I can show you the chaos. Don't know if you can see that, but in there is the it's all beveled on the edge. Well, if I can get a standard key to fit in there, I'm gonna give it a shot, see what happens. But I gotta be able to grab a pick. Ooh, there's the other piece to that. So there's my 12-degree key. Oh, junk. I got the stock one in here, but I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, it might fit down in there. Let me grab a smaller little hammer. So put that one back in there. I don't know. We will find out, because they got pretty marred up when it bounced around. But let's see. Get that flashlight out of the way. So sorry if it's a bunch of moving around for you guys, but I just don't want that thing to walk out. Man, I'm not so I'm using like an aluminum washer in there, because this crank's already a little messed up. So honestly, I'm not, sad about the flywheel, but the crank I probably need to replace anyways. Not probably, I need to replace it, but this was like my test motor for all this stuff. Ooh. See, it's catching there. Oh, there it goes. It's sucking down. Get it started. Let's say this is the last time this thing's going to go on here. Yep, I think that crank's wiped, guys. Yep, it ate up that crank. I figured something happened. Yeah. I'd like to get it on there and get it started with this setup, but it looks like we're going to need a new crank and a new nut to go with it, because something got boogered up when I put that on. Well, guess this is going to turn into a teardown video. Wasn't really looking forward to doing that, but all right. Sadness. Wonder how much. Well, we got two options, I guess. Because I don't think there's enough there in the end to get it to go back. Be able to get that nut back on and me feel safe about it. Did we put a stock crank back in it, or do we go with a stroker crank? Because everything else in this is pretty well built. I mean, what's it got? It's got a billet rod, a billet piston in it. It's got a 308 crank in it. Let me get it back up on here. Okay, so what it's got, stock crank, billet rod, billet piston, 308 cam in it. Top end is 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 ratio rockers. I can't remember. I built it a little while ago. With the crank and the changing those rockers, it's got the custom push rods that I made. I had to cut them down to size. I mean, obviously want to upgrade the coil, that sort of thing, but I'd like to go, and I believe compression wise on my numbers, it's like a 13-to-1 compression. So even running gas, I know kind of on the top end there. I'm gonna let y'all decide what we do with it. Do we go with a stock crank, or do we put a stroker crank in it and see what it'll do? It's kind of sad. I've actually never even had it on the boat yet. Kind of snuck up on me. I had everything going, got it running, and then everywhere I went duck hunting this year, I was either on someone else's boat, or I could just use my outboard. Dang. Yeah, you guys decide. Do we put a stock crank back in it, or go with a stroker crank and shoot for all the ponies? I mean, I'm probably just going to keep it on regular fuel for now. I'll run some 93 in it, but I could put a thicker head gasket in it. Actually, I think I got one. Yeah, I got one here, brand new. Let's see what this one is. I believe the one that's in there is like a 12 thousandths. Is that right? I can't remember. Zero this thing out and see how thick this one is. 1 mil. So 1 mil. Do. Yeah, 1.13 mil. So I think this one's about. Is it double what that one is? So this is yeah. I don't know. I think that one's about double what that one is, if I remember right. Math hard. Yeah. So you guys decide what we end up doing with this. I'll kind of see what the options are. I think a stock crank is like 150. I worry that if I'm going to end up pushing this, I was still worried with this one, but if I'm going to end up pushing this further with a stroker crank, I may just send that rod and piston in with it and have it balanced together, and go from there. Yeah, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, this little mud motor. I kind of give you the background on it. I've had this motor up to around 9,000 RPM just testing in the yard. But yeah, let me know. Have a good one. See ya.